do you think?
Mandem, stay at home.
Do not come to Asia on your bullshit, right? Like, oh, I'm going to invite all of my dudes here, and now, you know, there's so many, all these stories about expats getting arrested, doing drugs and this and that.
The Mandem love Thailand.
And the Mandem
I understand.
You know, the Mandem are getting arrested in Phuket. For me,
Westerners coming to raise a
yes, that's my, actually, I know, like, everybody has their own take on, like, I know people might find it, like, controversial that I'm saying that, because I'm not gatekeeping. It's more like, I feel like genuinely, like, people from, like, the UK, people that are Americans, Australians, predominantly like the West, we ruin countries like this with our tourism, because we come with our dollars and our pounds, and like, of course it's great for the locals to have the tourism, but when we start taking the piss as people and we come like we're really privileged with our pounds and our dollars, and we're like, oh my god, my money goes so far here, which it does, we end up then thinking we're privileged enough to come and live here. And actually the locals kind of find that quite frustrating. Like, I've had quite a few conversations, I see it on like comments and other videos of like people who have been living in Thailand for a really long time, and you know, they're like there's this one girl on TikTok, she's a black girl, she's been living here for 15 years. Her story is completely different because her mum came here to work, right? So she worked here as a local person and made local money, so they know how life works here. And she kind of says that like over the last 15-20 years, tourism, it's not the tourism part, it's the driving force of the West coming here and living here in a really privileged manner.
Do you know what it's making me think of?
And that annoys me. So gentrification
of a country, and the whole.
And you can see it here. Like,
yeah.
Gentrification exists here,
but just applying that, because I think sometimes, let's be honest, people don't really, I personally find people don't really value other people's perspectives unless they can personally connect. So if you're thinking, oh, who cares, bro? Imagine though, like, if we're taking it to London, in a city area, how the prices are. Sometimes I find that people don't really care about other people's problems unless it affects them. So for those thinking, oh, I don't care about Thailand, people coming to Thailand, that's a them problem. Think about in London, in your area, how because of gentrification, you probably can't move out. A lot of you watching are still at home with your parents because of that same mentality. Oh, we're just gonna come in. Oh, it's cheaper here. We get more for our money. Think about people coming into places like Hackney. It's cheap. Oh, we can get more for our money.
It's that same mentality. I'm really, really glad you said that. That's actually a really smart way of putting it, because right now, you know, I'm seeing in the UK, like, with all this was going on, and I'm not going to get into politics, but just very briefly about how politics is running right now with Labour. Labour was meant to be people of the party, people of the public. It's not. They're fighting with reform, and reform's all about like getting immigrants out. But really, actually, the problem is the millionaires and the billionaires that are buying up all the property, right? That's exactly what happens in places in Asia. Thailand is a great example. Bali is another example, right? Where you have Russians, Indians, Chinese coming in. Oh, British people too, Americans, all types of people that have money come in, they buy the properties, and then they drive up the gentrification. And that, I'm sorry guys, but I'm never ever going to promote that. For me, if you're trying to move to another city, I need you to, or a country, you need to immerse yourself into the local life. And I'm not here for the gentrification. I'm not here for the capitalism. Yes, I want to live a good life, but that's a whole other thing about my experience and how I am as a person. That aligns with me as a person, but the majority of people who are in that 9-to-5 corporate lifestyle, who, you know, it's the same with Dubai. I went to Dubai when I was 16. Bro, when I went to Dubai, Dubai was still a desert, and it had a couple of high-rise apartments and skyscrapers. It wasn't like the way it is now. And it's white people, it's British people, it's Asian people who have moved there, and now everything has just become so glorified, and that's just something I don't fuck with. So I'm never going to end my point on this, because I read the news and I know what's happening in the UK, I know what's happening in the US. There's all these statistics and, you know, surveys that they're doing about how the UK people want to leave the UK because the cost of living, we as a people partially, like, I know gentrification is not our fault, but when we complain as a society about politics, voting is important. Like, you know, when you sit back and you do nothing, but then you complain, and the UK is, especially London, is so known for that. Like, we all like voice our opinion, and we're in the comment section, but no one's actually doing anything proactive. Like, you're not out here marching the streets, you're not writing to your MPs, you know, you're not on your platforms opening your mouth and talking. I do it all the time. I chat shit about how I hate this, and this. And if you've known me and followed me for like 10, 12 years, you know I'm always fighting.
I mean, this is how we became friends.
Right, but because we're always fighting, what's a better way of living? Decolonial, right?
Like, exactly.
That's literally what we represent. So we promote it. I'm all about I'm here to give the travel advice, and you know, if you want a break away from the West and capitalism, yes, you could do it for a few months. You know, if you're gonna bring like some sort of change or like progression or money to the economy here, yes, come here. Don't come with your British money and be like, oh, I'm going to invite all my dudes here, and now, you know, there's so many, all these stories about expats getting arrested, doing drugs and this and that.
The man them love Thailand.
And the man them are getting drugged. Like, why are you coming to another country to sell drugs? Like, what the hell? Sex trafficking, drug trafficking, leave your bullshit at home. And basically,
Man them stay at home.